Hi, this is Travis Daggett with Cornerstone Properties, and going to talk today about selling your house when the property owner has died. Now, if there's someone still alive that's on the title of the house, of course, that's not an issue. Most common example is a husband and wife. They're both on title. One dies, nothing happens. However, if the owner, the person on title of the house, is the only person on title, and they pass away, they're deceased, then the house is going to need to go through a process. So the most common process is probate. So a property needs to go through probate in order to be sold if there's no trust in place. So commonly what happens is there's a will, and the heirs or the personal representative for the estate present the will to the court, and it goes through the probate process. Now, if there isn't a will, of course, that can be much more difficult. So the personal representative is the one who has the authority to sell the house. Now, there's two types of probate. One is a small estate probate, and that's less than when the property is less than $200,000 in value. And then there's just the regular probate process where the property is greater than that. So, for example, in our primary market here in Eugene, Springfield, the average property value is, we'll say $240,000. So the average house is going to be a regular probate, or a big estate probate, if you want to call it that, not a small estate probate. The main difference is the time it takes. So a small estate probate process, that can just be a few months long. The regular probate process can be 6 months long or longer. Just depends on how long everything takes. What probate entails is the property needs to be cleared to be sold. So all the debts, any liens against that property, anybody that has a claim against the property need to be given the opportunity to come forward. So that means there's going to be notices posted in papers, etc. Now, if you do want to sell a property, you can sell the property during the probate process. That's okay. There's a few extra forms that can take care of that. So that's fine. So when you're thinking about selling a property that you've inherited, it's important to understand the probate process, and you're going to need an attorney, of course, to walk through that process. Now, if you're planning ahead of time, of course, it's better if you have your property in a trust. That avoids the whole probate process. In that case, there's a trust executor that's in charge of the property when the person's deceased. The trust executor is in charge of the trust. You avoid the whole probate process, the court process, the state getting involved. Much smoother, much better. Now, most people don't use a trust for various reasons. One reason is if there isn't significant equity in the house, maybe there's not the motivation to do that. So hope that helps explain what to do to sell a house when somebody dies and you need to sell it. Now, something that's very common, and many of the houses we buy are in this or from this situation, and you picture it. Often family is from out of town, sometimes out of the country. Now there's a property that maybe they know about, maybe they don't, and there's a significant cleaning up process, finding out what people want, and distributing that and taking care of it. That in itself is a lot of work. Now if you add to that cleaning out all the junk, getting everything thrown away that you want to throw away, and fixing anything that needs to be fixed, and getting the house looking, smelling like new to sell, list it with an agent, that can be overwhelming. So if you have a property to sell that you just want to get in there, take what you want, and leave the rest, You don't have to complete any repairs, don't have to clean anything up, and you want to be able to close quickly, we may be able to help you. So feel free to give us a call in that situation, or if you have any questions about the process. Often we walk people through the probate process as a part of purchasing their house. And so we have a lot of experience doing that, and we can help you in that way. All right, this is Travis Daggett with Cornerstone Properties signing out.